Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you how I did one of the pieces for this year's art fight. If you're not familiar, it is the largest art trading game out there and it happens every July. Tons of people get together for friendly competition, joining one of two teams. This year's teams were Wither and Bloom. Each piece of art you do for someone gets scored based on how much effort you put in. It is not a skill-based thing, so anybody can join. You draw other people's characters, and usually you'll get someone to draw one of yours in return. If you're interested in learning more about Art Fight, I've included a link in the description below. This particular character I'm going to show you today is a dragon named Betta with 2 T's. If you've seen my other video, you'll know that I always start out with a line layer in a very rough sketch, followed by a more refined line layer on top of this one. The horizontal line that I have drawn through the dragon here will be where the water is as I progress into the drawing. Here you'll see me struggling with this hand and how the fingers go. I love the shape of it, but I realize that this will be underwater and thus won't have real definition. So I scrapped it and just put basic shapes for the hands. Finally, onto the coloring of the dragon. As you can see on the character's reference sheet I'm working from above, the owner does say feel free to simplify, but I like to do things as is. That being said, the coloring for this took me a lot longer than usual because of all the intricate markings. This next part here with the water was very experimental. What I ended up doing was cutting the color layer in half at the waterline and adding a little bit of Gaussian blur. I added some texture to the surface of the water using a great motion texture brush. Sometimes you'll see me doing something that seems odd or doesn't seem to fit, like that entire green textured background. This is just me trying to decide what to do. I decided on a forest background. I did use a tree silhouette stamp brush that I have, which I don't like to do unless I add definition to it since it is very flat. Since I will be placing a moon in the top right corner, I did add light markings on the right side of all of the trees. It may not seem like I'm doing anything here, but if you look closely at the darker trees in the back, they require less pressure on my pencil to add light markings. This was very tedious, but definitely necessary. The sky was a little blank, so I added some stars. For the moon, I used a soft airbrush at full opacity, then lowered it to make the glow on the outside. The trees still lacked a little definition, so I went back and added some dark markings on the left side of the trees where the light of the moon does not hit. And that's it, I'm finally done. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It is definitely one of my favorites. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more.